What's going on, folks? What the fuck is going on? And welcome to the Terror Dome. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day, happy all that shit. We almost to fall when we gonna be able to see the real bullshit take place because as they say, winter is coming. And I have to agree with that from what I'm seeing out here. Let's do the shout outs and then we're gonna go ahead and drag us a couple of motherfuckers. Hey Mary Bell, how are you? She says we need a community and culture exclusively for and only for like-minded divested black women. Here's the deal. There's a couple of them out here, but you're still going to have mammies trying to slide in and bust up the, situation. They're always going to be around. So there's a few out here. You just have to toss the ones that are problematic when they become problematic. And it's usually a mammy ass bitch or some sort of fence sitter, but you're correct about that. Hey, Coco Fit. Hey, Latasha Ramso. Constance Phillips is in here. Divested Woman is here. Jolie is here. We have Princess T.O., Angelina, Yandra, as per usual. Thank you so much. Thank all of y'all for supporting because really we're all we have at the end of the day. Skytex is here. Space Ghost is here. That's cute. My daughter used to like Space Ghost when she was a little girl. Satin Doll, Nori. Who else we got? A Glamorous Black Woman. Sweet November 95. Now, let's get into the obvious. First off, let me start out by saying, shout out to my husband. Shout out to my children's father. I could have not picked a better man to be a father to my children. Period. But we're here to talk about the dust of it all. And mammies, can you please do me a favor? Stop having children with people that hate your guts. This is not me trying to be funny. This is some real shit. They don't like you, and anything that comes from you, they absolutely hate it. Okay? There is a dusty father. Let me show you him now. If you take a look, he's dressed like a clown, but on mistake. He didn't mean to look like a clown. It's just how the chips fell. Look at that hat. Look at those pants. And look at that shirt. I have seen clowns dress more distinguished than this idiot right here. Well, I'm not getting ready to call this lady a mammy that's sitting next to him, but they're having a conversation concerning what the father's role is in creation, and also if you and him break up, what is his role in the child's life as far as protection, providing, and all this good shit. You're not going to believe your ears. So I promise you, after he's done talking, and we keep interrupting because we're not going to be able to not interrupt, right? Because they say such outlandish shit that you can't even let the fucking video play. But I promise you, after this is over, I will go ahead and soothe your soul, give you some electronic sage to soothe your soul, because you're going to hear somebody talking a hell of a lot better than what he's getting ready to talk. And you already know he's not Dusty, the one I'm talking about. But prepare your trigger finger, your ears, your mind and spirit for the mind of the Dusty Daddy.
When you're having a child, the best possible outcome for the child is for the mother and the father to be in the same house. Now, if that don't, I get it. You know, my mom got beat with a chain before she got shot in the head. You feel me? So I'm definitely not telling you to stay where you're getting beat on or abused or whatever you may call abuse. I'm just saying, with your decision to leave, that comes with a lot. That comes with a whole lot with your decision to leave. And only you can measure.
What does it come with when you leave?
It comes with you having your own back now. I don't have your back. You got to have your own back, because you.
When have they ever had y'all back, y'all? I'm tired of this narrative that we gonna remove protection. It never was there. It's like telling a child you get ready to remove Santa Claus. Motherfucker, he was never there. What are you talking about?
Not my woman no more. So you think that I'ma always care for you or that I'ma always be available to you because you got my child, because you think the value was in the child, when before the child was here, it was us. So the value was.
He told you right there, he does not give a fuck about anything that falls out of your ass. You think the value is in the child. Any loving parent think the value is in their child. We are only 60 seconds in, and he's already said, I don't give a fuck about that kid. I'm here for the pussy. And when you stop doing that, hey, okay, let's go.
In you being my woman and not the child. Not that I don't value the child.
But this is the thing. I don't think that men comprehend the changes that women go through to make the sacrifice of having the baby.
Okay, so look.
So there is a debt owed.
No, there's no debt is owed. There's no debt. I can tell you what. Have this conversation up front. There's no debt that's owed, because.
Y'all understand English?
What the fuck is he wearing?
He's a clown. He's saying that you can lay down and damn near die trying to bring his legacy into the world, and he don't owe you shit. Mammies, are you listening? You're not going to be able to keep your Dusty just because you had his baby. He does not like his children.
You had my son, I owe you.
Yeah, my body's not the same. My mind is
That's
not
part
the
of
same.
being a woman. You should have been born a man then. If you don't want to be a woman,
What?
you're born a man. You can't complain.
So you feel like because you are a man, you have the right to be insensitive to the sacrifice of childbirth?
Not at all. I love childbirth. I was there when Junior slid right out the womb. I got the videos on Facebook.
But you also said, I don't give a care about your changes, about the sacrifices that you made to have my son. After the child is here, we even?
No, I never said that. I'm not indebted to you because I don't feel that I'm indebted to you because you pushed out my son at a mutual. We was mutual. I loved you, you love me.
But it's not.
The only proof that a man has that he ever even existed is his children, which is his legacy, and his resources, the things he built. That's the only two ways a motherfucker even know you existed, is through your children and through what you built. They don't like their children and they don't build shit. Put it together.
Mutual. You didn't go through the changes.
No, I'm talking about the love. I ain't talking about the change. I'm talking
about the changes. Because when the love is gone, the changes are still there.
Well, a man, that's not something that a man would know. And you as a woman should process all of that before you even get to that point. I don't know what you're thinking, or you're right. I don't know what the changes a woman goes through. And I know a little something, but I'm not going to sit here and say I know everything. But however, you got to let me know, like, hey, you in debt after this.
No, yeah, because it's like a 70-30 stake.
Well, tell me that up front. If you don't tell me that up front, I don't owe you nothing.
Okay.
What?
What do you guys think about that? Okay. What do you guys think about that? Just take care of your child. Someone said, just take care of your child. Somebody said, nah, bruh. Okay.
For sure.
That's facts. When you leave your child's father, they no longer there to help, and the responsibility is with the children. And yes, like a lot of men don't take into consideration that they feel like you got the child more because the child lived with you. If the child lived with me, I would have the child more. And it's just like, but we'll never be even because I carried this child. I went through the physical sacrifice.
Don't sacrifice anything for them. And look at the comment on the screen. If you fuck around and end up letting one of these dust bags skeeting you, take your ass to the chop shop immediately.
Shout out to Margaret Sanger.
Boom.
Orange juice runs does not equate to the fact that, like, some women have to literally be cut open and spread wide for babies.
That is part of being a woman. That is part of being a woman. Don't get pregnant. You know what you know what you
motherfuckers have no clue.
This is the smartest thing he said. Don't get pregnant by these dusty motherfuckers. That's the smartest thing he said. No, they don't have a clue. I had 2 cesareans around this bitch. You're not going to tell me you don't owe me shit, bitch. You owe me everything. Everything. Put my name on everything. All of your property, all of your savings and check-ins, stock and bonds, anything you have, motherfucker. It is now me and the children's. Point blank, period. And if you don't have that attitude, you're going to get cheated. They owe you. Period.
Hey, if you don't ask your mama, you came out.
You know what? So to all the women that don't have children, please consider this. Like, you might be right. You might be in the right vein with that. Or you may not want to have a child by a man that feels like you don't deserve any special accolades just because you're a woman and carry his baby.
I didn't say that you don't deserve nothing.
I said special accolades. Well, you are saying that you don't deserve nothing.
I'm just saying that.
Well, tell me what you're saying, because it sounds like you're saying that beyond, like, I don't owe you nothing. If we're not together, even if you got my baby, I don't owe you nothing.
Okay, so do I owe you or do I owe the child?
You owe me.
I owe you? So I don't owe the child.
Yeah, you owe both of us.
I owe both of y'all.
Yeah, you in debt.
So I'm in debt to you because you pushed him or her out.
Yeah.
Nah.
I went through all of these changes for this child.
That's part of being a woman. You're a woman. That's part of being a woman and a mother.
It just sounds like you don't have no respect for the struggle.
No, for sure. I got all the respect. I was there.
But so that's the thing. Like, how can you be there?
Course.
How can you see the whole pregnancy? How can you go through all of those changes and still say, you know what? I don't owe you nothing.
Because you're not gonna hold that over my head till I die.
It's not a matter of her.
He needs to die, y'all. You're not going to hold that over my head. That's what it's all about right there. That's what it's all about.
Crazy as fuck, DZ. You sound crazy as hell.
Any of y'all, go ahead. I'm sorry.
A child is till you die.
Period.
Unless you bury that kid first, a child is till you die, motherfucker.
Period. I hear people talking about the 18th birthday. What you mean? 18? That's when the costs really pick up. Now we got to pay for school. Okay, now they want their own shit. They need a car. They need a whole bunch of shit that the Dusty ain't even gave the mama yet. Okay, that's when the costs really get stupid. Them Pampers are cheap compared to what they need when they go to college. What? Let's get a little more of this shit and then we'll go to the sage. I can't.
Her holding it over your head until you expire. It's a matter of you conducting yourself as if you know she made the ultimate sacrifice.
If having my son
It's a sacrifice.
is a sacrifice, then I'm gonna find me somebody else. Let me know that up front, because this is stuff that guys don't know. How do I?
But I'm telling you that having a child, a woman carrying your baby, is a sacrifice.
That's a sacrifice for her, because it's her body. You can't tell a woman what to do with her body.
No.
The ones that sexually assault women the most say that you can't tell a woman what to do with her body. The ones that force you into it the most said that you have control of your body. Listen, if you lay down and open your legs to one of these motherfuckers after hearing something like this, don't bring me your GoFundMe. I ain't donating a goddamn thing, because I'm telling you, don't do it. Ladies, you want to jump in here? Because I'm about to go off.
When I always say they don't have normal emotions like normal people, this is what I'm talking about. What he's saying, he has no understanding, no compassion, just nothing, because they don't have normal emotions like normal people. And y'all need to stop, the mammies need to stop trying to get them to see things from a logical, understanding, compassionate viewpoint, because as you listening to him and looking at him, that's how they all feel. They all feel the same way. They don't care.
Giving birth is a sacrifice, and it's very, very dangerous. I don't care how much money you have. Serena Williams almost died giving birth to her baby. It doesn't matter the resources when it comes to childbirth. Childbirth is dangerous. I don't give a fuck who you are. It's dangerous. And he got his clown ass sitting here saying, I don't owe you shit. And let me tell you something. The Dusties aren't hiding anything from y'all. And it's becoming very, very tiresome to hear people say, oh, well, he was talking nice in the beginning. Hell yeah, he was talking nice in the beginning. But you know what they are. A dog gonna eventually bark. No? Divested OG, am I lying here?
No, you're not lying. But what I realize with this Mr. Polka Dot and Plaid here, a lot of them, she's trying to explain an adult concept to a baby. She's trying to explain a simple, mature, adult concept to a boy, and a boy who's an idiot. And I don't understand, how long is it going to take? How many examples do you have to see? How many women gotta almost die for some motherfucker who dumped a baby on her and left? Till you get it. Till you get it. You can play with the guys if you want to. I'm not attracted to them, but don't. Chop shop it. I don't care how you do it. Contraception, Plan B, Z, Y, whatever.
I'm telling you, have Plan B cocktails sitting there. After you get up out that fucking bed, drop it. Go ahead and drop. Well, shit. We talking about a Dusty. After you get out the back seat of the car or wherever the fuck you at, drink your Plan B cocktail.
Thank you.
Don't do this shit.
Don't do it to the child. Don't do it to the child. That's not fair. I mean, that poor baby that he had, that probably a cute little boy, but that child does not deserve plaids and polka dots for a daddy.
Word. Ashley, you was down in the chat saying you had something to add to this.
Yes, ma'am. Can y'all hear me?
We can.
Okay,
Yes.
Perfect. I just wanted to say that I'm living proof that white men are better fathers than black men are, because my sperm donor is a black man. And he dropped out of my life when I was like 1. I'm 35. I met the white man that I called my dad when I was 19. And he has taught me so much. Like, he taught me about credit, saving my money, saving for retirement. I'm actually in the process of about to start looking for a house, and he's helping me with that. And I live in Tennessee, and he lives in Tennessee too. And my car battery stopped working, and he was in Alabama that day. When I tell y'all that man drove from Alabama to change my battery for me, off the battery, put it in, and went right back to Alabama and did it like it was nothing.
They don't know.
Exactly. And like, he doesn't even introduce me to people as like his adopted daughter or his play daughter. He's like, this is my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm literally a part of his family.
Y'all, I hope you're hearing this. Okay. Speaking of it being a sacrifice, and they owe you, do you mammies know what a push gift is? Since they already telling you that they don't owe you nothing, are you even aware what a push gift is? I know a lot of you do, but the mammies that's in the clouds that don't, a push gift is a gift that the father of your child gives you for having his baby, for pushing his baby out, because it's a sacrifice. So let me stop this screen and share to you what is going on the other side of the fence. Okay. They're over there making videos to each other about the 20 greatest push gifts you can give the mother of your child. He didn't say your wife, your girlfriend, the mother of your child. Because you made a baby, this is what you should be doing. All right, so let's go with this one.
Your partner will spend roughly 280 days nurturing and growing another human being with her body. That's pretty incredible. So we put together this list of 20 things that you can do for your partner to show your appreciation and to make her job.
Easy, can you pause it real quick?
Yes.
Y'all see how he said this woman is growing a baby and she's doing it with her body? And he's like all happy about that shit. The Nick nod was literally just like, oh, that's because you're a woman. That's what you're meant to do. Like, I have no words. Like,
he started the video out knowing how long a woman is pregnant.
Wow.
He's going in knowledgeable, already being thankful that you're giving him a baby. Thankful. You mammies don't know what that looked like. Let's go back.
Easier. Subscribe to the channel for more. There's something in here for every budget. Stick around to the end for 3 items that don't cost a cent. Number 20, maternity photo shoot. It ranges anywhere from $300 to $1,500, depending on things like wardrobe changes, location changes, number of photos. It's a great way to preserve this memory. Number 19, hire a cleaning service. It's anywhere from $200 for a 3-bedroom house or about $100 for a 1-bedroom apartment. This is by far the number one thing that people say they are so happy that they did across the internet. Number 18, a gift card for quality maternity clothes. With
somebody in the comment section said they honestly never heard of a push gift. This is the type of shit that don't happen in Blackistan. Cause yeah, you just being a woman, you sacrificing for yourself. You ain't doing shit for me, and I don't owe you nothing.
The growing belly, new clothes really become a necessity. Number 17, the Arizona by Birkenstock. These are about $100. I have many women in my life that swear by these sandals. Having slip-on shoes, and I know this from my wife's 2 pregnancies, it's totally worth it. Number 16, the Polaroid Zip wireless mini photo printer. It runs about $80 for the printer and about $100 with 50 extra sheets. So this is like a little mini printer that you can send photos to wirelessly from your phone. This is great for maternity and baby journals and for mailing out photos to grandparents and loved ones. Number 15, prenatal massage. This runs about $70 per hour. You will be really hard pressed to find a pregnant woman that does not totally love everything.
The glitches just started happening. In Blackistan, when he said $70 an hour, they probably clicked off at this point. What the fuck you mean? He don't make $7 an hour, bitch.
Think about this. This is really good for like 30 weeks on when her body's starting to feel the aches and pains the most. Number 14, the maternity total body pillow. This runs about $40. Especially in the 3rd trimester, sleeping comfortably can be a real challenge. And this is a total game changer. When you see this thing in person, you're gonna want one too. I mean, look at that. You know you want one too. Number 13, bumpboxes.com. It's about $30 to $40 a month. Every box has about 5 products that are handpicked for each month of the pregnancy.
My husband surprised me with Bump Box. I'm so excited. Best surprise ever.
And if the baby arrives during the subscription, then she'll get a special box just for the baby. Number 12, pedicure. It's about $30, $35 plus tip, but you can also check Groupon for deals.
They know how much that costs because they effeminate ass be getting them. They know how much the pedicure is because he in the next seat over from you when you go get yours. The Dusty. Okay.
Totally worth it. Number 11, a belly support band, which is about $30. And it also helps ease the pain from a lower back pain and round ligament pain. Number 10, a knee pillow, which is about $25. Really makes sleeping way better as well. It takes pressure off the hips and spine, and it just makes her more comfortable throughout the day. Number 9, the Swell or Takia water bottles. These are 2 really high rated ones. They're about $20. Obviously, hydration is super important, especially at this time. Number 8, the Sonogram Pregnancy Keepsake Frame. This is just a cool little thing. It's only about $20 and it's something that will just make a really nice gift. Number 7, a keepsake pregnancy journal. It's about $15. And this is a really cool thing. It's a book, usually a hardbound book, and it's something you can look back on for years to come. It's a cool idea. Number 6, the Ipsy Glam Bag. It's about $14 per month. They send you this little bag, and inside of it is like health and beauty and makeup and just little interesting samples. It's not expensive, so this would be like just something cool for her to look forward to during the pregnancy. Number 5, Earth Mama Morning Sickness Tea, $6 for a box. Morning sickness is obviously something that guys don't have to experience, but I can tell you from my wife, it's a terrible feeling. Number 4, Tums. It's about $4 and you can order it online. Heartburn, indigestion. It happens a lot with pregnant women, and it's just kind of a nice thing you can do to carry some of those with you. Our last 3 items don't cost a cent.
You heard that, Dusties and Mammies? These top 3 items don't cost a cent. That is in your tax bracket. You hear me? It doesn't cost a thing, but Mammies, check it out. They don't even give you the free shit. Peep game now. He even put something on here for broke motherfuckers. That's your Dusty. And he don't even give you these 3.
And these are things that she'll probably appreciate the most. Number 3, rub her lower back and feet. Look up on YouTube the best ways to do this, and she'll really appreciate that. Number 2, let her sleep in the morning, especially if you have other kids. Sometimes the best sleep happens in the morning. The number 1 thing you can do for your partner, it's being supportive, doing the small things.
He out of, oh, look at how hard he's simping. Look at all that simping that just happened in 4 minutes.
Miss Terry, I got a lot of this stuff.
Hey, okay.
I got a lot of this stuff. I mean, it was just, it was very helpful at the time, but I didn't think about it as a present, but I just got a lot of it. I don't know. I don't know how to explain that, but the problem is Blackistan see sex in the baby as a punishment for the woman. They don't fucking care. You got to care to do any of this. Even the free stuff, you got to care.
Mammies are sitting here getting pregnant by people that can't spell supportive. Let's just keep that real. It got 2 P's in it, nigga. All right? Y'all better stop giving these people babies, but check it out. Look at the difference between video 1 and video 2. Now, take this soundbite. We're not worshiping the other side. Look at the title. Generally, they're better. Generally speaking, they're better. You're just going to have to deal with it. I searched high and low for a video that was like this with a Dusty in it. Came close with one, but he still was looking for shit. Work shoes and shit like that. Yeah, because your ass still going to go to work.
Exactly.
You're going to take your ass. You're going to take your ass to work. Stop giving these niggas babies. Let me see who's in the back here.
He be wanting you to rub his back and his feet. He don't even do shit.
I'm telling you. A back rub, that's he probably trying to make another baby.
Exactly.
He's not trying to comfort your motherfucking ass. But I ain't got to tell you that. Welcome to the panel, Kyra.
Hey, DZ.
What's going on, baby cakes?
If it's okay with you, I like to add what other fathers do when something goes wrong with the pregnancy, because these hard R's. I'm going to coin healing arts term. These hard R's will not do it, if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
So, as some of you ladies know in the Discord, my friend who's Asian, she gave birth to a premature baby that passed 3 days after he was born. And guess what? Her Asian husband, he was the one going around making the calls to tell people, what happened. He arranged the funeral. He did all of that. Could you imagine a Dusty? He would be like, well, I'm sad too.
Well, first off, he's not gonna claim the baby. It
Well,
probably wasn't mine. It probably wasn't mine in the first place. Listen, y'all keep it real for a second. Y'all don't watch Maury Povich to see the Becky's on there. You know it's gonna be a whole bunch of sisters back to back to back to back to back with motherfuckers that's not even willing to claim their baby. Fuck a push gift. Claim the baby, first of all.
That's
They
true.
don't
They
be
don't
wanting
claim
to
the
claim
baby.
it when they know it's their babies. They don't want to claim it when they know it's their babies. Ask me how I know. No, my son daddy did that to me. He wouldn't get a DNA test until my son was 3 years old. And then when we went to court and had the little hearing where they read you the results, or you get your DNA test result before you got to go back to court before the judge. And then you know what he told me? Well, I knew he was mine the whole time. But he denied him for the first 3 years. It would tell people, oh, well, she was sleeping around. She was doing this. But then when the DNA test came back, oh, well, I know he was mine the whole time. I said, so why was you doing what you was doing? Crickets, no response.
He was stalling. That's what he was doing, trying to stall having to give up money. That baby can look exactly like him, a twin. And he like, well, I don't, they're pieces of shit. They live dumpster juice. Just real talk. They dumpster juice.
PZ,
Go ahead.
Divested of you.
I just wanted to say that after I lost my first husband, and I was just dating Mr. Wonderful. That's what I'll call him. He paid for my children. He paid. My daughter had a flat, and I was out of town. He drove to pick up my baby, bought her 4 full sets of tires, and made sure she got safely home. I had to go to a conference, took care of my son for the entire week. Okay? We're just dating now at this time. Okay? That is more than a lot of people would even do for their own, a lot of guys would do for their own kids.
I tell y'all what.
You was he a simp, girl. He simped it. He simped it.
No, he wasn't simping. He was being a man. And I would tell any man that has broad shoulders and took my 2 kids and loved them too. He had one of his own. His wife died.
I tell
a
y'all
real
what.
man.
Y'all better be glad. Listen, I came up here taking it easy because there was a triggering ass video that I was going to show y'all, but I thought better of it because we come from an area, Black women, where there's a lot of traumatizing shit that happened to you before you were 18 years old. And you know what I'm talking about? I'm literally taking it easy just comparing these 2 videos because there's a third video I'd like to show, but it's way too much. It's way too much. Are y'all aware of that video with the little black baby girl on there crying because she didn't want to go to her daddy's house? Are y'all
No.
Are y'all familiar with that?
No.
Okay, well, here's the deal. Let me stop sharing my screen. And listen, I'm not even playing right now. There is a trigger warning right now. So if you'd like to go and come back in 5 minutes, because this is the deal. Just saying that they're not going to be there, that's just a fact. Just saying that they don't like anything that falls out of your ass, that's a fact. They're the most absentee. They leave people at 77% and single mothers. All of those are facts. But there's so many receipts out here concerning the stuff that actually happens when you do bring their children into the world that it's triggering for most. Let me look at the chat. She said, bracing myself. Oh Lord, show it. I never saw the video. Okay. I'm just gonna give you 60 seconds to get up out of here, and then that video's coming. That don't make no sense. I literally was taking it easy here. Let me find this tab. Our little girls don't need to be around these motherfuckers. I'm just keeping it real with you. 60 seconds. Are we there yet?
What?
Okay. I'm not even going to
Okay.
read that out loud. What I am going to do is scroll down a little bit. And this website is trash, by the way. It's trash. So bear with it. This little girl here, she has a court order that the father is able to see her on certain days of the week. She's telling her aunt, please don't send me there. Mammies, listen to me. He's not going to tell you that he's like that in the beginning. You'll find out the hard way. This girl is 9 years old. Right now, she's at her aunt and her cousin's house begging. She's in the begging position, begging, please don't send me over there. So I hope everybody that's trigger getting ready to go. Let's do it.
Little black girl. She's a black girl being unheard. Please help our family today.
I don't want to go back. These cops don't touch me. I don't want to go back.
I don't go live. I don't put my family business out here. But I've been dealing with this for 2 years. I watched them take my baby away and give her to somebody that she already told them was touching on her.
Just don't let me go back, please. I don't want to go back. These people didn't help me at all. They didn't help
I'm
me.
so sorry, baby. I tried everything.
I don't want to go back.
I tried everything, boy.
Please, take me. Please, don't let
Oh
me
my God.
I can't do this. I don't want to go back with him. I'd rather die than go back with him.
No, baby, you're not going to die. You're not going to die. You're not going to die. I promise. I love you so much.
Y'all had enough yet? Did y'all have enough yet? That's triggering for me too, for obvious reasons.
Can I buy her a fucking passport? I'm done.
Stop fucking these niggas. Point blank, period. If you want to go ahead and try it, it's on you. Like I said, don't bring your GoFundMe because you already know. You know, there's no way you can't know. And people that's out here pushing this struggle of black love bullshit, they don't give a fuck about you. Yes, I'm playing it off because I can't take listening to that baby cry about having to go see her dusty ass, predator ass father. Not only are they not going to be there, but then when you give them a chance to be there, this is the result 62% of the time. Can somebody stop me when I lied? 62% of the time, this is what's going on. And it's a damn shame that you got to be suspicious of a Dusty that is asking to see his daughter. When y'all are not together, he just desperate to see her. And you have to say, I know Dusties really don't like their children. Why does he want to see my daughter so bad?
Well, you know, according to the mammies, you know, it's TV that's making these men be like this. You know, they'll find any excuse that doesn't have anything to do with their own accountability. It was TV, it was video games. Maybe he was touched when he was younger and he doesn't know better. You know, all that nonsense.
Miss Perry, she did file a police report. She actually went to the FBI. And she was saying something about they didn't do anything because he didn't insert his penis into her or some shit. Listen.
What?
Right. Fuck it. Let's go. Don't make no goddamn sense.
Ain't nothing happened.
I'm never going to see all you if I do. I don't want to spend the rest of my life with. I don't. I want to stay here. What is what happens to my grandma? I'll never see her again. And that will break my heart and nobody will care. No, honey.
I'm so sorry, baby.
I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back. I don't want to. These people don't care about anybody besides themselves and their family. If they lost their kids, they would care, but it's not because it's me. It's because it's me.
I'm so sorry, More. I'm trying. I don't know what else to do. I tried everything. We went to the cops. She went to SVU. The FBI contacted us saying they had evidence of her, that her dad did something to her. Nobody's helped us.
I hate that. These people don't listen to me.
Please help my family. My niece was getting sexually abused by her dad. She was cutting her wrist.
Yeah, keep fucking around. That's really all I got to say. Keep fucking around.
Did she say the FBI said they had evidence? So was he? Oh, never mind.
Listen, I got my folks on this shit right away because I want to know what happened with this little girl. I do, because this is fucking sick.
If the FBI said they have evidence, he was probably recording her. And that's why he bro, oh my God. That's why he want to see her. He probably recording her and selling that shit. I wouldn't be surprised.
Hell no. I wouldn't be surprised either. Welcome to the Panel Island, girl. And for y'all that's out here that got triggered, I'm very sorry. The reality of Blackistan is dead serious. This is not no gender war. People are literally making it seem like that's all it is, just some online war. I don't think that baby in this picture here thinks it's an online war. The shit that happens in Blackistan is real. It's dangerous and it's scarring so many people. So in 10 years, when she's 19 years old and she's walking around the grocery store with a scowl on her face, and you got a Dusty talking about, yeah, them black bitches, they be having an attitude. You don't know why she has an attitude. And if any group of women deserves to have a motherfucking attitude, it's the sisters. Point blank, period. Struggle of Mammies, are you there? Let me put the link in the chat. Go ahead, Island Girl.
Hey, y'all. Well, that was triggering. Like,
hell yeah.
I mean, that the cries, I just can't even. The thing is, like you said, these men hate you. So why would they give a fuck about anyone, let alone their own children? This happens more often than not. Like, there's this story, till this day, I will never forget that little girl's name. Her name is Hawaii. And she was literally kidnapped and sodomized by her father and left for in the woods somewhere. And he was up on the news crying, doing the whole bullshit, talking about bring my daughter home. Like, that's why I just don't understand. Like, these women think, you know, you could just have kids with anyone. It's not just having kids with anyone. Like, you're essentially just waiting for the day this man kills you or your kids. What's the benefit in any of it? I just have no words.
Psychopaths.
You can talk about what's actually happening. It's 62% of us that are touched before we're 18 and so on and so forth. But when you see it in action, when you see the results of it, it's a little bit more triggering than just talking about it. Not only just saying it, you'll have Dusties that come up, where the proof? Where the proof? Here's the proof. Here's the proof right here. And several people have brought the proof. You motherfuckers ain't gonna do nothing but continue to touch these goddamn kids because that's what you do. You're sexually deviant.
DZ, you remember that 10-month-old girl who died as a result of being arred by her father literally to death?
Yep.
She was 10 months old, a little girl. And guess what? He was supposed to be one of the good ones, too. He was college educated, had his own business. He still arred his own daughter to death.
I remember us talking about that. Do you remember in the comment section up under the video, it was bitches talking about how fine he was.
What?
Yep, they were. And she ain't no little girl. That was a damn infant.
Yep.
That was
she was an infant. 10 months is an infant. She basically still a fucking newborn.
I hate these niggas so much. Like, and people wonder why I be on their fucking head. This is why. Like, ugh.
I do too. Divested OG, take over real quick because I'm getting ready to bring the person or show the picture of the dude that she's talking about.
I'm
have to
backstage.
find it. Oh, okay. Hold on.
Hold on.
You're back in here. You're here.
Oh, okay. Okay, great. All right. The problem is, the one thing about pediatrics, that's one of the reasons I didn't do it, is because there were so many Black women coming up there with hurt babies. And one night I overheard one say, well, he already killed my first one, but you know, this other kid, this other child's in the hospital and I don't know what to do. What do you mean you don't know what to do? And she just, she just kept spitting them out. I don't get that. Why do they keep spitting them out when they don't even want them?
Ugh.
This is the dude. Says police say man who R-word 10-month-old daughter Google how do you know if a baby is dead before calling 911. Yeah, that's the fine. The fine dude. They couldn't give no fucks about the 10-month-old infant.
If you can't see that this nigga is dead behind the eyes, like I don't like you bitches make me sick. Like now I'm finna get on you bitches' head because like y'all know these niggas is doing this shit. And y'all like, oh well, he's a good black man. No, bitch, he raped. Oh, never mind. My bad. I'm sorry.
You're sacrificing the babies. You're sacrificing the babies.
For some
sacrifice your damn self.
Niggas.
Leave the kids out of it.
I'm sitting here saying don't have them. Since you don't if you don't give a fuck about them and you're gonna put these dusty motherfuckers above them, why don't you just get your tubes tied or something? Get on the pill. I don't give a fuck. Take a hanger and snatch that bitch out. I don't give a fuck. Take your uterus and throw that shit in the trash. Take a coat hanger and throw that shit in the trash. If you're gonna make these babies suffer in your place.
Right. Your mammies love to say, oh, birth control was created to decrease the population and it was against black people and you shouldn't put anything synthetic in your body. No, you bitches need to be on that shit. And
they're decreasing the population too. They're doing it themselves. If he doesn't want that baby that you decided not to chop shop, he's going to kill your ass and dump your ass in the river.
Mm-hmm.
And that has been happening more and more often. So it's them decimating the black population. Has nothing to do with black women. It's them.
Yep. I would hate to think that just because you're trying to hold on to one of these struggle asshole fake excuses for a man and you sacrifice the baby for that. They don't like your baby, ma'am. They don't. T, your camera's on in the back. I'll let you up when you cut your camera off.
DZ, it's just like another case that kind of stuck with me was that Malia Davis case where her mama was out there crying and pretending like she was so sad that her daughter disappeared, knowing good and well her boyfriend had something to do with it.
She probably helped him. Competition.
She was only 4 years old when he
They don't care.
But yes, and another thing is, like when you're on Facebook and you see like black women you may be Facebook friends being so excited that they're giving birth to a baby boy, I'm like, I just can't give you a congratulations. Congratulations, you birthed another monster amongst us.
Yeah, in 18 years he gonna fuck somebody up. It just is what it is.
And 18 years? You mean 10 years?
And listen, this dude's baby, she was one of the most pretty babies I've ever seen. She was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. But anyway, welcome to the panel, T.
Can we take his picture down?
Hey, you sound a little bit muffled. Say something again.
Okay, I apologize. Am I still low?
Nope, you sound awesome.
DZ, how are you?
I'm awesome. How are you?
I'm so good, and I'm so glad to once again be allowed up on your panel. So when you started talking about this, I'm not quite sure what it is on the screen, my whole body. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be my whole body shook because every time I see this case and every time I see his face, I am just trying to understand in my mind, how does a grown man ape not only his own child, but the body, the incredibly underdeveloped body of a 10-month-old little girl, let alone it being his own child.
He accomplished it and it killed her. He accomplished it and it killed her.
Exactly. Like, how do you do that? In my mind, I'm just like, you can't even quite create the picture, but for the women out there who support these men, do you need a visual? Do you need a picture painted as to how that looks, as to what that has to look like, what that has to appear to be, which is clearly degeneracy and debauchery. But what I want to speak on in terms of this is just really quick. The other day, I have a kitten and he got in trouble. I went into the room to get him. And as I picked him up by his nape, because I was talking to him, he was in trouble. Out of nowhere, a cat that I've had since he was a kitten, literally, as I went to go down to pick him up by his nape, the new kitten, the cat, who is now a full-grown cat now, he literally, the next thing I felt was 4 teeth sink into my leg. And then he literally, this is a cat, I can't explain how docile he is. This is the epitome of a scaredy cat. I can't come in with grocery bags because he takes off running. This is a cat who just by instinct attacked and literally sunk 4 teeth, all 4 of his fangs, into my legs. I have loved him, nurtured him, coddled, all those things. This is a cat that by instinct protected his own. If somebody can explain that to me and make me understand where the protection for Black women has been,
it's never
I would
been
love.
there.
Exactly.
It's never been there. That thing
Exactly.
is a thing of Black women's imagination. Them
It's
saying that they're
absolutely.
not going to protect you is no different than saying I'm going to snatch a rainbow out the sky. Dead serious. It's never been there. I would like for
Exactly.
somebody to show me a receipt, and I'm not talking about somebody busting somebody in the head at Walmart or some shit. Collectively, where and what decade was the protection the best? Because apparently it exists and I don't know about it. So what, when did it happen?
It never
DZ.
existed.
Go ahead, Kyra.
I was going to say this man on the screen is a good example of why you can't choose better when still dealing with hard R's. Because think about it, look at his credentials. He's everything that the Black community says you're supposed to go for. He's college educated, has his own business. You can't choose better with them. They still do this stuff.
I wasn't aware that he was so-called college educated. What is his degree in? Because I can't see nothing but a damn child molester, honestly.
I thought he was like a mentor too, or did some coaching with kids. He was doing a whole bunch of stuff.
Fucking course. Yo,
He was doing a whole bunch of stuff. Degree in degeneracy.
Side-eye motherfuckers that, the girls who hate children. When they say, oh, I want to mentor young kids, bitch, your ears just like perk up when they say that shit. Because they hate children. Why would they want to help them?
Teachers, coaches, band directors, community service organizers, daycare workers, and that type of shit, when they express interest in that, they want close to children. Why? When it's known that they hate children.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Is that Hannah? Hannah, you keep dropping off. I guess I'll put you back in the back because you're here, but I don't think you can be heard. Are you able to talk? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and remove you. But yeah, whenever, and the thing is, mammies, when they see a Black man that wants to be those things, teachers, coaches, all that shit, they call them the unicorn without even critically thinking as to why the fuck would they even be doing that to begin with, so they can be close to your children. Jesus Christ. Yep, the DZ pause.
DZ, they don't be want to admit what you just said because they want to still think that it's some good, ones that care about children. They don't want to admit what you just said. They don't want to even see that as even a possibility.
Okay, then a lot of Black women are living in fucking la la land.
Well, the
They're not living
majority of
in.
Black people are delusional, the men and the
Yeah,
women. You ain't
yeah,
know?
yeah. I mean, especially those. I hate to say this, Lord, forgive me, but it's the church ones I can't stand.
Oh, girl, me
It's
too.
it's the church ones.
They the worst
Oh, I
ones.
love the Lord, and I'm, I like to thank the Lord by Jesus Christ, and yeah, I'm sacrificing my children to the neighborhood Negro.
They're the worst ones. Y'all
They be
remember
the
that
most
late?
delusional.
Oops, sorry.
I was just gonna say, you can't hate to say it, divestment OG. If it's true, you just got to put the shit out there. I don't hate to say nothing I'm saying, because the thing is, I haven't lied on any of them. Nobody's been able to point out the lie. Some people have tried to subshade and say it was lying, talking about it's only 40%, only 40%. Like that's not almost half, but it's 62%.
It's more than that, DZ. You know, it's more.
It's at least 80. I feel
Those
like
are the
that's
ones.
low.
Those are the ones that've been reported.
That's
We
true.
all know it. We all know it. Those are the ones that were just reported.
That's true.
These Black women are sacrificing the children to the streets, to neighborhood pimps, fucking felons, and you calling that, they're calling that a damn community. They ain't worth shit. If you're not taking care of your children or your neighborhood kids, you aren't worth shit. Your community ain't shit, you ain't shit, and your thinking ain't shit because you don't know how.
And that's a point blank period. The reason, WSOG, I said 62 is because that's the only ones I can prove.
Exactly.
But, because I don't want they over there being hyperbolic. They over there blowing up the numbers and can't prove it. Okay. We'll go with 62 as if that's not already as embarrassing as fuck.
Yeah. It's very embarrassing. And then when you have these kids going to the public school system and they're going to have to fight against that tide anyway. Okay? Unsupported. Unsupported. And then why is your report card looking like this? They don't get support at home. They can't get support at school unless your parent advocates for them. It's like they're laying everything at the feet of these children.
They are.
Because, mama just needs some dick. Daddy just needs to get off. Nobody fucking cares about the kids. And when your community looks like shit, this is why. So don't come talk to me about Tuskegee. Don't come talk to me about the Black Panther movement. Fuck all of y'all.
We even got folks talking about the C-19 controversy. Really? You I can't. Ain't nobody coming after y'all niggas.
You dumb motherfuckers. You dumb, no caring, narcissistic, babyish, immature piece of shit people. You're piece of shit people. No wonder you don't like the reflection in the mirror. If you're gonna do this to children, you're pieces. Jesus said, and for all you Jesus people, it would be better for you to go fucking drown yourself than hurt a child.
Yep.
Go for it.
Thank you, Patricia. I appreciate you. And Leah says, my daughter goes to an autism center, and even though she has 2 Black women as therapists, there are 3 Black male 3 Black male therapists in her school that makes her cringe. See, this is the thing. If there's somewhere else that doesn't have the Dusties there, if it's not an inconvenience or what have you, I would move her. We was just talking about me moving my daughter out of a daycare. When she was a little girl, they had a Black chef that they hired. I got her out of there because I don't trust them. They don't like kids. Why are you there? Don't make no damn sense. Let me try Hannah again. Hannah, are you able to talk now, my friend?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hi, how are you?
Awesome.
I've never actually been to a panel, so I'm kind of nervous.
Don't be nervous. I figured you was nervous. Was it StreamYard throwing you off, or were you just booking it because you was nervous?
Yeah, it was throwing me off.
Oh, okay. Well, right now the subject is these motherfucking Black men. Have to watch my tone here. that are awful fathers, awful mates, and they're dangerous to children. And the title of the program is The White Man is a Better Father. Deal with it. He is. Even if we don't talk about none of the side shit, the numbers just say that he is. Now you're gonna have a response. I'm sure there'll be a response. White men molest kids too. Hey, they damn sure do. Your numbers are higher though, pussy. Let's talk about that part.
I hate when they say that. Like it's still a crime. Like it's still wrong. Like it doesn't matter who's doing it. You guys just doing it at an alarming rate.
Right.
Like
And oh, sorry. And the big difference is that the white community doesn't co-sign the white child molesters.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you. They drag their asses to jail is what they do.
It's two knick-knocks in the back chat pussy popping with each other.
Oh, y'all are late, huh? Okay. Check it out. We're talking about a serious subject, right? We're talking about the children being in danger and how you should not be getting pregnant by Dusties because they don't like children. Okay, now watch this. Hello. What do you think about the topic?
Bad wenches, pussy ass bad wenches.
Pussy. Nigga, get your ass the fuck out of here. I cannot stand them.
So there you go. You see what I'm saying? And then you got people around here making videos talking about not all. Bitch, please. Let me let Luna up here. I just wanted to make a point right there. Stupid bitch. Hey, Luna.
Hey, loves. How are you guys today?
We're good. Just proving points left, right, and center. The shit is just easy at this point.
They don't even try to hide it. They don't even care anymore. You know, in the past, they would actually try to hide it and try to fight against, you know, pedophiles and stuff like that. But now that whole winter is coming. It sure is coming because they have showed their entire ass this, like, for at least the past 2 years. They don't care about saying that you should get a girl who's they are even online saying that when a girl starts her period, she's ready to have babies and get fucked. And I'm just like, somebody, you know, people in the comment sections are saying that girls can start their period between 9 to 12, and they're specifying when she starts her menstrual, she needs to get fucked and have babies. They don't even care about her age. That's why they say women hit the wall at 25, because these niggas are pedophiles and they are targeting babies.
Listen, at 25, to a black man, you are a geriatric walker carrying. Just you've hit the wall and you're ready for death at this point. Honestly,
basically.
Hell, look at the goddamn numbers. They like shit. Why this 30-year-old bitch walking around? She need to be dead. Okay.
They act like 25 is a great grandmother, and if you're anything above that, why are you still existing?
I can't.
They say if she can bleed, she can breathe. You guys are
yes, I've heard that one too.
Like,
the thing about it is they keep going online and they keep trying to say, well, it's majority white men who do it. It's majority these men who do it. And I'm just like, okay, let's go with that logic. You're saying it's majority white men, but most black women, by the time they're a certain age, have been touched by a family member or friend, and most black women do not report their attacker because they're so afraid of getting that black man in trouble. So then he just goes on throughout the years touching women in the family. And that's why you have all of these women who've never met each other, but we all got the same story about some dirty ass cousin, dirty ass uncle, dirty ass brother, dirty ass mother's boyfriend who's trying to sleep with us when we're only like 9 through 12. No. I don't think it's majority white men who do it. I just think you guys have not been reported enough. But go ahead and show your ass out here online, because I'm loving it. Because the more you expose yourself, the more women are going to divest, and the more you guys are just digging a hole for your ass at this point. Because it was at a point where it was only exclusively towards black women, so most people didn't care. But now you're doing it to other women of other communities because you've gotten comfortable, and now other men aren't going to allow you to just start fucking up their communities the same way you fucked up your community. It's going to become a time where not only are other people just going to stop caring about your plight, Because the only reason why they care about their plight now is because Black women get together and put that pressure on. Black women are the ones who fought to have the man in the home when he supposedly got kicked out of the house. Black women are always fighting for Black men. Black women started Black Lives Matter. These niggas don't do nothing. They don't do nothing but bitch and whine online all day. Black women are the ones who put that pressure on other people to get him out of the situation that he put himself in. But
More
there's going to
receipts,
come a
y'all.
time
More
very soon.
receipts. Look
Yeah.
at Cece. She said it took her, took her 25 years to tell her mother. Okay, so Cece, she wasn't counted in that 62%. Then we have divested atheist. She said she didn't tell at all.
My mama didn't tell.
Thank you. My
I
sister
didn't tell either shit.
My sister didn't tell, but I told, and then everything just got weird after that. So the 62% is all we can prove, but the number is completely higher than that. And I said in the 80s, but some of the ladies in the Discord said they think it's 90s.
No, I think it's 90s. I think it's 90s, and I'm gonna tell you why I think it's 90s. Because for Black men, their records only show what we can prove. If you have the majority of the women not being protected, the majority of the women being harmed, the majority of the women being molested, they're, the white, even if you count the racist media, they're going to show their derelict behaviors. They don't care. They don't have any loyalty to them. So the fact that they're not showing it just proves how much more of that it is.
Look at this shit, y'all. I never told. Then we have Coco Fit. I didn't tell. Listen to what I'm
That's
telling
the
you.
thing. Like, they love to say that it's not, like, that's not true. I guarantee you, half the people on the stage talking, and then over half of the chat has been through that shit. I guarantee you.
Anytime somebody takes a tally, the shit is always more than 62% of the women put one for yes, I got touched too. And then you have a 50-50 sort of on who told and who didn't. So it has to be at least in the 80s. At least.
Oh, no, I think it's at least in the 90s.
Honey, I can't. Welcome to the panel, Coco Fit.
Hey, DZ. Hi, ladies. I hope everybody is well. Yeah, hey, y'all. This is a triggering topic, but as you saw, I held that shit in for decades and dealt with it for decades, and really just had started going to counseling 4 years ago that's when I started to tell my story, because I had a lot of shame in that, and I have a bunch of friggin' mammies in my family. And, as a consequence, even as old as my ass is, people in my family was still making excuses for these individuals. It was multiple people, right? And because, they're men, they're Black men, and they're supposed to be so nice and they're part of the family, they didn't say anything. They didn't call them out on their BS.
Y'all, though, check this out, Coco Fit, and all of y'all, honestly, we're talking about the adult males that touch the kids. What about when your 8 and your 13-year-old cousin gets up under the cover with you? We don't talk about the minors that molest the younger minors in Blackistan too. I've heard that several times.
DZ, can I step in real quick?
Yes.
Okay, so growing up, we had this really creepy cousin. Like, this little nigga was creepy since birth. Like, he would pull his pants down and like take his penis out and start playing with himself in front of people. And he would touch us and like rub our legs and rub our butts, and all of us would tell, and we would say that we were just so creeped out. And they'd be like, well, boys will be boys. Y'all know that's what boys do. He's just being a boy. But long story short, he R-worded this woman, got busted, and he's been in jail for the past 15 years. And don't y'all know that they're still supporting him?
Of course. That's what y'all do in this community.
They don't care.
They're not gonna care.
I'm so sorry you went through that, sis. I really am.
Thank you.
I'm sorry to all of y'all up here that had something to happen to. I mean, we around here doing a circle hug, trying to comfort each other, and then we got motherfuckers on the outside coming up here saying stupid shit, on other channels saying stupid shit, and it's amazing.
Like, when I tell y'all, this little nigga was literally walking around 3 or 4 years old, walking up to us and being like, I want to fuck you, and they didn't do shit. Literally 3 and 4 saying that.
their
I think
alarm
this shit
should have
is
went
cute.
off, because if he's
Yeah.
floored and he's doing that, somebody's
Yep.
doing that shit to him, so he think it's okay.
But they start that so
He's
young.
watching it. He's watching it.
They-
Yep.
I don't know where. I guess are they learning it from the other men in the community because
Yes.
they start that
Yes,
so
absolutely.
young.
Yeah.
Okay, and I had to pull my daughter out of second grade, cute little pigtailed girl, because there was this one little black boy who would follow her and touch her ass and touch her hair.
Yeah, my cousin
and
that I
touch
was
her-
just talking about got suspended from school from popping girls' bras, like
Yes.
the back of their bra.
And he was 7 though. This was a 7-year-old kid. I was just mortified. And that very day when I learned of it, when she told me, I said, "Well, bye." I basically got her
DZ,
out.
why do you talk about little black boys that way? They still churn, not children.
This
they
is what they
still
do.
churn because that's what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing. And listen, I have a cousin, y'all. Oh God, she told me. I guess we was in our 20s at this point, early 20s, that our male cousin, who was 16 at the time, brought his girlfriend over, put my cousin in the closet and cracked the door so she can watch him fuck the girl.
What?
This is the crazy shit that happens in these households.
Oh yeah.
And then they want to sit up and say that we're bitter. No, honey, not bitter. We just telling where your skeletons are buried. That's it. We know
But
where the bodies are buried.
But DZ, you remember Nature Boy, Mr. Petri Dish down there, Puerto Rico or whatever, right? He had sex in front of his child and making this sin. He's really trying to normalize that stuff. Like he let his child touch this nasty disease, dirty peen, and he put it on social media and for everyone to see. And he didn't have a problem with it at all. And that is the most disturbing part, that no one was freaked out of.
Exactly. I actually have a story. I have a friend who's like been assaulted 3 times by 3 different nignogs, and it progressively got worse each time. But this one in particular, this man took advantage of her, was sticking objects that don't belong inside a body in a body. His son walked in and he said, get the fuck out. We're doing grown people shit. As you're assaulting this woman. Like, what? He's like, this is what grown people do.
That's grown people shit to niggas. I'm serious. He was being dead serious. He wasn't
I
playing.
know.
That's their grown people shit. I done dropped my phone. But yeah, that's their grown people shit. Being
And we
dead
wonder
Like
why.
they're entitled to it. Like
We
it
wonder
doesn't matter
why.
if you don't want to be touched. They're still gonna do it.
And then they wonder why little black girls can't be little girls.
I'll
Ever.
give y'all another example of how motherfuckers don't care about you. There is a nog, while we're talking about all this traumatizing shit, spamming a porn site. Okay? They don't give a fuck about y'all. I don't know how many other ways to put it. And for the people that come on and say, oh, y'all always talking about, listen, it's people that are in therapy for years, bitch. I've only been here, a couple of months? So you're going to get real tired by the time I'm done. You're going to be real tired by the time I'm finished. There's not enough time in the world to get all of y'all skeletons out this closet. You make fucking build a mansion out of bones fucking with Blackistan.
Healing takes time. And people don't, people who don't try to help themselves and try to get help, they don't understand that. You don't just wake up one day and decide you're healed and then you're fucking healed. Like, you got to go through your skeletons. You got to figure out what it is that's causing that. You have to heal from that. And you're going to go through a plethora of emotions before that even happens, because you're going to feel like it's your fault and you're going to feel like you're angry. Then you're going to get depressed about it. Like, that shit is serious, and they don't know that because they don't care. They're fucking psychopaths.
They are. I absolutely love being hated by Blackistan, because if they like you, you doing some degenerate shit. If Blackistan likes you, you're either dogging out black women or coercing black women to stay in Blackistan. That's the only way that they're going to like you. Oh, and if you protecting Dusties from police officers. Okay? And that's only until you say the wrong shit, because some of the sisters done got their life taken from them while protecting black males. Point blank, period. Hold up. I'm trying to see who the fuck is back here now. Damn, they done found a way to creep back without on the blind tip. because I know y'all don't see him because I barely see the goddamn name and he keep disappearing. But they don't care. They don't care. Quit having these motherfuckers babies. Quit pretending like a nice Dusty ain't gonna eventually show his Dusty glitch later on down the line. You would have to say that nobody, no black woman has ever been able to read spiritually. Do you get what I'm saying? How are all these black women being duped? Both ways. They're being told by Dusties that they're different. And they're also being told by other black women, not all. So because they want to be in a black situation so bad, they block everything else out and say, you know what? It can't be all. It can't be all. And I'm also tired of people getting mad at the clapback. Black women wasn't online talking like we talking before all this other shit started. We weren't. Black women were willing to keep your secrets, unfortunately. So stop trying to drag the clapback saying that we are like the manosphere. No, it's a response to the manosphere. You just didn't know we was gonna bring receipts. That's what your fucking problem is. We're nothing like the manosphere.
DZ, the funny thing about that comparison is what we talk about are real, legitimate complaints and things that have receipts. The manosphere, all they can talk about is hair-hatted hooligans and bullshit.
And welfare.
And welfare.
Can somebody find the 13-year-old girl that turned down the old nigga in the manosphere so she can apologize and say, my bad, I probably should have gave you my number so this motherfucker can feel better and shut the fuck up? Can we do that? All of that shit y'all were talking or continuing to talk is because somebody didn't want you. Everybody don't want you. You still have delusions that people want you. Now you're talking about women of other races want you. You're the most desired man. Bullshit.
Hey, that is bull because, you know, as we talked about in the Discord on these online dating, they're marking themselves as white.
I heard that too.
Oh my, okay.
You know they do that.
So I filter my dating apps to white men only. Why in the fuck are there girls of Nick coming through? Like they're really putting themselves as white. Like that shit just blows my mind.
So who worship white men for real? Who worship white men for real? They do.
Weirdo.
And you know what's the sick part? You know what's the sick part, DZ? Okay, so here's their thing. They don't care about a dusty white man. They don't care. They care that the white man doesn't accept them and allow them to do dusty things as well. It's like they don't have a problem with the crimes and shit like that they commit. They want the approval from white men to be able to do that to black women. And white men is like, well, here's the thing. We live in a patriarchal society and we live in a race-based society. So fuck you. We're the dominant. Do your own thing and we're gonna check you for it. That's what they have a problem with. All they want is a white man's approval to be degenerates. If white men gave them the approval today to do whatever the fuck you wanted, as long as you don't touch no other race of woman except your own, they would try to wipe out black women.
That's a fact. When they say white men do it too, somebody's mic is cutting up. When they say white men do it too, they basically are saying, if you're going to let them do it, why don't you let us do it? But nobody's letting other races of men do that. You just want to be able to do it in peace because it's part of your culture. Being degenerate is black culture. Let's just keep it real.
Right.
Let me commit my crimes in peace, please. Defund the police. BLM. BLM. Black Lives Matter.
But you know oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, the funny thing is, you're talking about if black men were given their approval by white men to do whatever they want as long as they leave their communities alone. The black men couldn't follow that protocol. I mean, look at what happened in Tulsa, Rosewood, and all that. They couldn't follow that basic rule.
I'm sorry, y'all. Those little situations where they claim that white folks came and burned down what they built. You're not gonna tell me that all of them chicks was lying about y'all touching them because you're touching 62% plus of the women in your own community. So you're not gonna tell me that you didn't take your little stinking ass over on that other side and touch a Becky that wasn't having that shit. And she told her daddy, and he came and fucked y'all up. Come on now, they wasn't all lying.
I think that's what happened actually with the Tulsa thing.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think that's that somebody was trying to talk to some white lady,
And boom, there you go.
No, I heard that's what it was in Rosewood. I don't have the actual receipts from that. All I have is my experiences. And my experiences, I know a ton of women that have been sexually assaulted, unwantedly sexually assaulted by you guys. So you didn't take your ass over there because you want to eat a cheese sandwich with her ass. You went over there and tried to get you some pussy, and she told her daddy. And you put the rest of the community in danger because you can't control your degenerate ass dick. That's what happened.
Look how they act with us. They literally act like rabid dogs in heat. And dogs is not even a good comparison because dogs even have self-control. Like that woman who denied that man wanting to buy her some wine. She just wanted to get some wine and go home. They tried to attack her and bite her fucking eye out. That is not fucking normal. That is disgusting. That is weird. These
It
niggas
is.
or like that woman who just posted that dude online where this nigga came to her house asking for her number. So he was watching her before when she said she wasn't home because she was in the house, but you know, you can't open the door for these niggas. They're weird. They're crazy. He looked out to the parking lot and saw her car was there. He had been watching her for a while and she had him on ring cam. She uploaded videos where he would actually come by her house and come through the parking lot a lot. And then people were emailing her about him saying like, nah, don't trust him. That nigga, you know, he's foul. And so these niggas are weird. They like look at the way they act towards black women and the way they act so desperate towards non-black women. You think they're not out here acting a fucking fool with non-black women? The only difference is other men of communities do not accept that shit. If you're gonna sit there and degrade yourself to lie with one of these nignogs, you deserve what you get. But at the same time, they're still not going to let you act too crazy. They're just not going to accept her back into their community. So no, they act just as crazy with non-black women. They said the same things with non-black women. Whenever she got a black man who didn't do what the fuck he was supposed to do because she thought she was better, she got the same black man. She's a single mother. He ain't paying for nothing. He treating her the exact same as he do black women. And on top of that, it's starting to increase that they're killing, they're starting to ramp up the killings that they're doing to non-black women that they've been doing to black women all along. And so I am loving this whole winter is coming thing because
Bring winter
it is just
on. I got my
exposing these
goddamn
niggas
jacket.
left and right. Facts. And I'll tell any woman right now, you know, I moved to Texas for the gun laws. Get you a big ass 1911 and start shooting. They give you discounts on
Facts.
guns.
They will give you a discount in Texas.
In Texas, they give you when I first got out here and I was shooting guns, bruh was trying to give me like a 2-for-1 special. I'm just like, God damn, can I get the first one first? We got stand your ground law. We got all kinds of laws. And if you killing a nigga, they don't give a fuck.
Let's take it back to the dude on the door ring cam. So it's funny to me how these stories come out. And let's take it all the way back to the protection. We're going to stop protecting you. We're going to quit protecting you. Do you know during this whole fiasco with that guy, that single mother of 2 children, even the police, everybody, not one motherfucker has mentioned where are those children fathered to protect those children for them idiots that stand outside of ring cams? They're never mentioned. When anytime somebody gets fucked up or a situation happens, the fathers get off. If he don't want to protect the lady, fine. If he don't want to protect the mom, fine, which is fucked up, but fine. Where was he to protect those 2 kids that was in that house? They get off scot goddamn free. And sugar honey, no, honey, I'm not going to let nobody bait me into showing their face. With translation, show your face so you can make it easier for us to find you and ruin your life.
Exactly.
That's the translation. There's no other reason that you want to see my face. I'm not single. Not on the market. I'm not hiring. Why do you need to see my face? Period. Why do you need to see my face? The only reason you would want to see my face is so you can try to figure out who I am and try to ruin my life and or kill me. No, you will never see my face. I'll moon your ass first. I'll cut this camera on and pull my fucking pants down and show you the crack of my ass first. If you want to see that, let me know and I got you, dumb motherfucker. I'm dead ass serious. I will turn this camera on and I'll show you a face. I will show you a face. It got two sides. It's real pretty though. It's real pretty from what I understand. Yes.
DZ, can we take the
Thank you,
ugly guy
Bella.
down?
Okay, that's fine. That man been bothering you for a minute. I forgot he was even up there.
He
I don't even.
demonic.
Let me get him up out of
They
here.
talking about he's fine. I question you bitches like mental state sometimes. I swear I do.
A nigga will get up here and do some pedophile shit, and they be like, "Oh, but he fine though," and I'm just like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?
Can
Like,
we
how
talk?
can you even look at somebody like that after they did some demonic shit like that?"
Right.
Bitch,
we-
I'm a whole Luciferian over here, and I'm telling you, it's demonic. What is wrong with y'all?
Can we talk about what?
I forgot.
Girl.
It'll come back.
She is dying laughing too. I ain't fucking with these niggas. Y'all better quit giving these niggas babies. Cause guess what, too? Like I said before, and I hate to sound mean, if you know, you know. And when he fucks you up, steals all your money, beat your ass, you need hospital bill money and all that shit, please don't forward me your GoFundMe when you down in the comment section talking about not all. And I'm not talking about here. I'm talking about I be on these YouTube streets and some motherfuckers be talking about not all. Well, to send your GoFundMe to the ones that ain't like that. They should help you because not all. Go ahead, Kyra.
I was gonna say, you got to choose the best man for the job and all that, and that.
Well, y'all on it tonight, though.
Shit, it's hump day. It's hump motherfucking day.
Is it?
V in training. So yeah, today's Wednesday. Hashtag not all. That's right, goddammit. Holly Ray say mammies be burning. Y'all, I gotta express some love to y'all in the chat. Y'all always show up for me, and I appreciate that. You just need a lot of times an area to vent. Don't let these motherfuckers tell you you already talked about the single motherhood. You already talked about the STD rates. You already talked about this, that, and the third. You could talk about it as much as you want to until you get satisfied. Don't let people, some in the divestment community, say, "Oh, you wouldn't be talking about it if you were so divested." I'm so divested that I don't give a fuck what you said, bitch. And I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about. That's how divested I am. The exit door, the person that's holding open the door to the exit can't just say, "Well, I guess I'll close it now since it's 10 people in here."
Exactly, DZ. What you're doing is you're resonating with people who think something's wrong, but they can't put their finger on it in the black community. You're talking about to those black women because you remember what it was like before YouTube, before social media. You could feel kind of alone, like you were the only crazy, like you were the crazy person to even think differently. And now this sort of community brings women together who all see what's wrong and can identify it. And it's the hard R's.
We're all spread the fuck out. All of us that's up here on this panel right now live in different areas. You and I are in the same area, Kyra, and I think Coco fit too. But everybody else is in all different places. I mean, we got people out of this country. We got people that's not in the lower 48. We got people in Alaska. We got people everywhere. So that let us have our community. And we're not asking you to let us. We're telling you we're going to have our community. And whenever we fire up this electricity, we're going to talk about what the fuck we want to talk about. And that's the number one danger to black women, which happens to be dustpans.
Girls and men.
Amen.
Period.
I had a dumbass nignog ask me, if you don't like black men, why are you following these channels? Mind you, the channels that he were on were black women. And I'm just like, you're asking me, why am I following black women as a black woman? Why are you following black women?
It's another demographic I wanted to show y'all real quick that y'all need to quit supporting too. But I got to get the video because my ass didn't bring it like I was supposed to. So
who, Wussy Boys? Because
don't, not here. We got to say that in the Discord. Yeah, but wow.
Oh God.
Lord have mercy.
Anyways, cut that part out.
Somebody take the 60-second rule and let me grab this other video.
Well, while you guys do that, I need to ask a question. It's kind of dumb, but I need to ask a question. Okay. Anybody can answer, please. Okay, is a bussy what I think it is?
Yes.
What do you think it is?
Well, yeah.
Back door.
Oh.
I feel like I know what she was thinking of.
Okay.
What
All
were
right.
you thinking about?
I just kept hearing bussy popping and bussy here, bussy there, and I'm thinking, what is he talking about? I mean, is it how you gonna pop it? And then I thought, oh, you put two words together, right?
Divest
Okay.
OG, they've been. You're wondering how they bussy pop. They've been doing that in jail. That's why they stay going back. They
Okay.
got prison
Yeah, it's
boo.
the jail thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
I think they're just born that way, but that's just
She was
me.
like, I'm done with that.
No, I mean it's an anatomical, but you know, okay.
They don't care. Any hole is good for them.
Oh,
No,
I've
this
seen this
motherfucker
video
No.
before.
came back up here. Oh boy, I'm not letting you up here. You never say anything, and plus, I ain't with it today.
Oh, young Bus, he good.
I don't know what his problem is, but anyway, this is the other demographic, y'all, that I see you caping for 24/7. You even cape for them in the VMAs because, yeah, I'm not gonna say who and what they are, but 60 seconds. Let's go.
What's going on? You got your son in your hand, so that's all right.
You hear it? You know what it is. You know, you hear it. You
I'm
know
not
what it
ready for
is.
this.
Yeah, close your eyes.
But let me just tell you something. No, Ronnie, not saying no doing too much because I'm recording. You want to fake on social and stuff. Look at my nails, they're so cute. Ain't they all? Don't pay me no mind, sister. I got the what?
I'm not talking to you.
Okay. You was done.
Okay, and you talk about me too.
Okay. I getted you, baby. That's what I did.
You felt like you did.
No, I didn't feel like I did.
But you didn't.
No, I didn't feel like I did. You see how
Yes,
you
not today.
should be faking. Like you just be faking. By what? No, because I'm not gonna play with no cunt like this. Like, who is you? You're late. Like, look at you. What? No. If I was bored, I was gonna smack you. No, bitch, don't ever play with me.
What?
With a baby in her fucking hand.
That's
Y'all,
disrespectful.
they don't give no fucks either. I don't care about them being effeminate. The moment that they don't like something you say, that type of shit happens. And if you don't know them personally, it happens electronically, i.e., roasting, so on and so forth. Those are another group of people that don't give a fuck about you. Just because they suck penis does not mean that they ain't dusty.
Exactly.
Okay? He knocked the shit out of that girl with that baby in her hand. And before he did it, he checked his nails like the bussy popping motherfucker that he is. That's another group that you might need to lay off of, that you don't see them in large numbers taking up for black women. Say I'm lying.
Because this nigga in the back is talking about what race of women is the most obese and has the most STDs. That's a good question. It's because the motherfuckers on the screen that's holding the camera. That's why black women got high rates of STDs. Because quote unquote straight nignogs can't keep their dick in their pants. And they'll stick it in any hole. That's why they spreading AIDS.
Who's that Congress member who had a whole wife and some kids, and he over there hooking up with
Andrew Gillum?
Gillum with his Lord. Never mind.
Jinx.
Again, you had black women taking up for him too. She can't do nothing about the way he was born. Okay, say that's true. What she can do something about the fact that he lied to her. Stop making it like they're victims. People act like they, quote unquote, can't never be bad people. Just because, listen, if sucking dick make you can't be bad person, I'm the best person in the world.
Facts.
Amen.
I second this.
Point blank, period.
All the hell they say straight black men cause them. I don't see them online fighting straight black men. I see them online fighting who? Black women.
Exactly.
The same way these quote unquote straight black men do.
Here's the thing. At the end of the day, we got to remember, no matter whether they suck dick overtly or covertly, they're still nignogs at the end of the day. So pretending like just because he sucks dicks in the open, because I think a lot of them actually really do suck dick. Some of them just be lying about it, but you know it's true.
You know they all rainbow.
Well, I think a lot of black women want to see them as allies. They want to see them as allies, but they don't really think about the very strong sense of misogyny that goes through the gay community. Because you're the competition, bitch.
Yep.
Seriously. They are very misogynistic.
Very much so.
And and that's just not the black ones, but the black ones, I mean, they're pretty bad. And you are the competition. Your titties are rolling, your butt's out there, you've got the figure, you got the real legs. He's got to put the padding on. He's got to pretend. You are the competition, bitch. You really. They're catty and snitty, and they always will be. But black women, because we feel so, a lot of us, I guess they feel they want allies in any corner, but your allies aren't in every corner. Don't let them fool you.
All. I don't care what they do. From the homeless to the doctors to the straight to the not so straight. All. They all feel a certain way about you. It's just varying degrees of it. You got ones that'll commit murder. You got people that'll go to HR on you and everything in between. All of them.
Actually, I'm dealing with that now, DZ. There was an old position that I wanted because my car had been messing up recently, so I wanted to get something back closer to my house for security. One of the account managers who was there, a Dignog, he took my number from the application that I put in. He was sending me dick pics, and he got mad because I didn't want to deal with him. And he reported me to my company and said that he didn't feel like I'd be a good fit for the company. And I knew exactly why he was doing it, but I couldn't prove it because when he sent me that shit, I just deleted it. I wasn't working at that place. But that shit had made me so mad because I'm just like, how many times do we deal with that? These men are not professional. Every time you get on a job and it's a black man there, what's the first thing he does? He's unprofessional. He can't teach you nothing. He hits on you. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to text you and all that other stuff. It's just ridiculous.
Or the other way around, they are afraid of the power that you may have over them. If you want to meet an arrogant son of a bitch, meet a male black physician. Holy shit.
Girl, and they
goddamn.
Oh God.
Please don't even get me started on
Yes,
that
you can,
shit.
DZ.
Facts. Please get started on that.
Yo, Morehouse educated Atlanta juicy booty ass
Pussy
ain't better
popping
than
ass.
anybody. And a lot of times your diagnosis be off because you don't know what the fuck you doing. You and your HBCU goddamn education. Fuck out of here.
That ICDC.
Right. What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? It's just one phone call away. Ain't nobody got time for that. And please, for God's sakes, don't get you no goddamn black male psychiatrist. Don't do it.
Ugh.
Don't do it.
I had a physician get fired because he misdiagnosed me. I came in, I literally just came in for birth control medication. He started going off about God only knows what. Like, I literally don't know what he was talking about. And he had a trainee there who was a white woman at that time. And white women, they don't play about their feminism and shit like that. So he started going off about something. She felt uncomfortable for me, and she pulled me to the side and was like, if you want me to say something, I will. I sure did. Girl, I done busted out into tears, and I was like, oh my God, thank you so much. I've been going through this for a while. He's been like this for I don't know how long. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, because white women love feminism.
Facts.
Like, if you need some shit done and you a woman, go to you know who it is too. The white women who down with they have a look. You know which one it is.
Yep.
Go to her. She will take care of all of that. For she don't like them Dignogs either. She's your, if you're gonna do an ally, that's the best one to fucking have, because she'll take care of all that shit for you. Girl, I went through. I never cried so much in my life, girl. I done busted out in tears and all that shit. Got him removed. Like, it was some weird shit that he was doing too, because he started saying some shit like, oh, you don't even know if you want to have kids yet. And I'm just like,
that's why you're on birth control.
30. I don't want them. Like, No, like you can't tell me something about my own body. And I don't even know why he was subscribed to me, because I think the doctor that I wanted wasn't there at the time. So I just got the next best one because I was just trying to get my thing done and over with. But girl, oh
He
my
was
God.
angry because you were not in your place.
Yeah.
Girl,
That's
yes.
exactly what it is.
Yes, and you know how they try to say things to you in code. You know, black people sometimes they try to use code, and you know what they mean. And I let him know in so many words, like I ain't fucking y'all, honey. I
Really?
just it's not you. Just know that. And he went off, and she felt
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
and sure enough, I let
yep,
that shit be known.
yep. They are very, very intimidated, and they love to chum around with the white male physicians because they think they're part of the club, and they never will be.
Yep.
Never will be. I don't give a fuck what you do. They never will be because the white boys are going to see you one way.
We're
That's
the
it.
institutions. Why are you always coming over to someone else's community and then playing victim? After they to even get in there, you played victim. Now that you in there, they treating you bad. I mean, nigga.
And you know what's the sad part, DZ? They claim they never got reparations. They got some reparations
Yes, they
because
did.
so many videos have been coming out about that Morning Yam report. And it just proved everything that black women have been thinking. Black women started getting welfare because these niggas got welfare first, and they weren't taking care of their children. They were marrying the women. They had too many kids. They didn't take care of them. They couldn't get jobs. Well, they had jobs because they were employed over black women more than 4 times. So for every one black woman, there were 4 black men, and they still didn't take care of the kids. So they ended up having to give women the welfare because the men weren't doing what the fuck they were supposed to do. They even put on the report that it wasn't a genetic thing, that these men were not raising their children
They don't like
because
them.
they just were leaving them. And so therefore the women started solely focusing on the girls because the boys were just acting a fucking fool. And everything that we have been talking about can be proven. I went so far back, I've literally seen reports back in slavery time where these niggas were going to court, one fighting for white women and two fighting for slavery, but not for to be free. They were literally fighting because they felt like they should have the right to marry who they wanted. They didn't care about being free. They was like, we'll be on the plantation, but we should still have the right to fuck
Shit, they the
any
ones that
woman and leave
created
them a single
divestment.
mother.
They the one that created the divestment. They the best divestors I ever seen.
Facts.
Black men will divest their ass off.
And they're hypergamous because they
That,
want their woman to
thank
have
you.
the money.
Yep, yep. And they would rather, God, they would rather sit and, but see, they're jealous at the same time, which is kind of weird. They would rather you have everything and then just sign it over to them. That's your job. And it's like,
But the funny thing about
Authentic Ash said, "Oh yeah, they had perms too. Sitting up here telling you need to go natural, and they got that conkaling on deck."
Y'all seen that curl activator?
I can't. I've seen those on actual men when I was a little girl. I'm talking about. I don't know if y'all know what an S curl is, but bitch, they needed to go natural. Between the Jerry curl, the S curl, and the conkaling, it wasn't black women that needed to go natural. It was them.
and those collars were wet,
Pillowcase
wet,
wet, shirt wet, pillow
wet.
wet. The lady's shirt is wet from him laying on there crying, being a punk bitch. Yeah, they got it all twisted. They got it all twisted. She's about Jerry curls, lol. Moral of the story, y'all: quit fucking with Dusties. Point blank. Period. If they added up, y'all talk about reparations. If we grabbed a calculator and added up how much all of those programs that they've started for black men in history, it's all reparations have been paid. In my opinion, you tally up how many programs, how many entitlement programs, how many just getting out of jail programs, food programs, transportation programs, medical assistance programs that they get. Reparations been paid, sir.
Right.
You know why we haven't got it yet, though, right? Is because most black women aren't divested yet. And I think that's why that's the whole reason why Goldman Sachs ain't getting no money to black men and he was trying to give it to black women. Because We do shit with the money. We start businesses with the money. We start communities with the money. I think the whole reason why they ain't even considered reparations yet is because you got most Black women on here saying not all. I think if most Black women would divest, oh, they give us reparations in a heartbeat because they know it's going to actually go to building the community.
And that's the problem, though. That's the very problem. See, the Black men know this, whether Black women know it or not. Black men know this. They know that because if they started doling out the millions and the hundreds of thousands of dollars to Black women, that's going right back into the community, and that's going to lift Black women up.
Your phone ringing.
Economic status more so than Black men already. They don't want that equality. I mean, it's unequal now because Black women, they get stuff done. That's just all there is to it. Okay.
That's the only thing I hated about the Goldman Sachs situation. The Black women that get it, a lot of them taking it back to the Dust Brigade.
Yeah, they're taking it back to the Dust Bowls because I saw some of them. They were giving people money for, rent, maintenance, and stuff like that. I'm like, what the? That's not gonna do anything. She's just gonna keep the dusty on the couch or wherever. That's the thing that bothers me. That's, but that's the thing. If Black women get even a higher leg up over them, they're just going to start crying even more than they already are.
That's a fact.
Oh, you'll also see the marriage rate increase.
Oh no, not the no.
Because they want that alimony. They're gonna marry your ass and divorce your motherfucking ass and be like, listen, she took care of me for 10 years. I never worked. So I need some spousal support, Mr. White Man. That is exactly what would happen. It's sad. It's sad. I think Kyra fell out. How long I've been my crazy ass up here? Almost 2 hours. So I guess I'm gonna meet y'all in the Discord. Hey, goddammit. Oh, go ahead, honey. So before I go off.
Yeah, before you go off, hey, I just watched that video the other day about
what video?
Dusties who try to mess with the Dusties and the family ain't shit. That's the name of the video.
Okay.
Yo, family member, we need a part 2 on that because girl, I got some stories. Like my cousin asked me to suck his dick. He was 24 hours.
See what I'm saying? From minute 1 to minute 140 fucking 8. It's always another story to tell. And they say we talk too much about that shit. Her cousin asked her to suck her dick. Do you hear me?
I walked in
out of here
on 2 of my cousins having sex with each other.
Oh my God.
Like it's so like what?
And I just found out. So before I ended up moving to Texas, I had the whole reason why I ended up cutting off my family is because I found out so many men in my family were pedophiles, and I could not figure out for the life of me why these women were still allowing them around the family. Because I'm just like, okay, so I found out most of my aunts had been raped by either their brothers or their uncles. My grandma, like my cousin, got hit on by the guy that my grandma was dating. And when she told my grandma, she just said, ignore him.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, and
you know
it
how
was
many of these
so
stories? Do you know how many of
facts. It
these
was so
stories are
many.
out there? These are not uncommon. So I guess I'll remain confused as to why a lot of you mammies are still doing what you do. I feel like you need to hear that other men do want you. And also, if you're not interested in non-Black men, it's okay to be single. Why on earth are you continually attaching yourself to these predatory sons of bitches? I'll never know. I'll never know. But anyway, I will see y'all soon. I will see you guys in a couple minutes in the Discord. Love you like always. See y'all next time.
Bye.
Peace out. Peace out.